So this is basically going to be the final video, probably, of Anhui province, at least for now. And a couple of things I can say about this province is that everything exists in a fairly intricate balance. So as you can see right here, that's an old building, probably built in the 70s, I would say, probably even older than that. So there's this type of stuff, types of buildings everywhere, with a very well developed community right beneath it and around it. Everybody knows everybody, they've been around each other for several generations. Then there's these buildings that are early 2000s. And of course, we got even more buildings like that one down there. That's really new, probably built within the last 10 years. So everything exists within just the scope of a couple of blocks. And I think that's pretty interesting, as well as a telltale sign of the overall culture of the province. Like every other province in China, everything's been designed. The borders have been designed to include as much diversity as possible, culturally and geographically, for a variety of reasons, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But this province specifically is more divided than most other provinces are. So for example, the city of Hefei is very much representative of the chang'an culture, and overall it's like an older version of Nanjing, or maybe a smaller version of Nanjing, but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. And the cuisine here, as the locals have told me, that it's not representative at all of this province. So yeah, this city has its own cuisine, and then there's the southern Anhui province cuisine, northern Anhui province cuisine, western, and so on and so forth. So that's basically how this province is divided overall. But even though it is divided, it's still really coherent. Like, we have something this old. I would say this is probably a construction in the 50s even. And this exists alongside with something a lot newer, like you can see right across the street. And everybody lives in harmony, and all of these buildings exist in harmony. It's like going into a time capsule, even for someone like me. Like, you got street vendors, kiosks like those, as well as like these over and underpasses with highways. Yeah, so having so much of everything at the same time, it's kind of it's like having a lot of spices in your food. It gives you so much flavor, and that makes your food taste a lot more fun than something that's plain bland. Say a place with just a singular culture, with a singular type of architecture and all that. So even though there's not really any way I can pinpoint, like, say, what exactly is Hefei or Anhui province like, there's nothing I can say about that, but it's got a little bit of everything. Like, I'm just turning around the corner and now all of a sudden we're in the middle of a park area, and then there's this overpass, and I don't even know where this leads. So yeah, you can find everything at every corner, and you would not know what to expect next. And I think that's pretty cool. So it's possible that I am going to come back here, or I should say very likely that I will come back here at some point in the future. For now, this is just an exploratory run. Oh, okay, looks like this is a tourist spot. And one more thing to mention is that most of these tourist spots are free, unlike other provinces and cities. So yeah, pretty much everything in here is free of entry fees. You just go there, and the people are really kind of lax about all the rules anyway. If you are there and you have all the documentations, they're not going to give you a hard time like, oh no, my boss said you can't go in because you're a foreigner or whatever. It's like, as long as you're being friendly and everything, they'll let you in. People here are chill and overall have a bit of a laissez-faire attitude towards everything. So in that sense, it's kind of similar to the culture of Henan. Yeah, I guess that's about it. AK signing out. Okay, so this is a bit of a value add towards the final video. Yeah, the park that I randomly encountered turns out to be really nice. And like these little houses here, I wonder how much they cost to just buy an entire house beside this pond or a reservoir. I think it's a reservoir. That's right to the, let's see now. If the sun is behind me, then that would be southwest, so I guess this is north-ish. Yeah, so somewhere south of the city library. Yeah, the city library. I wonder how much these houses are.